Si me la voy a poner ahora.
Welcome to downtown Detroit and welcome inside Ford Field. Tonight should be a good one, Brock, as we honor John Madden. Well,
Yo tengo que apagar la retención, tengo que ir para la bola, porque no se puede llevar.
Thanksgiving Celebration Series. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And we're off and running from Ford Field. Samir White on the return. Things going well so far. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down. So they'll head the Raiders for their first possession. And leading them out, you and I have both covered this guy, Brock, a veteran drafted back in 2013, coming off a career high in passing yards last season. It's Geno Smith.
Not been a whole lot of careers quite like Geno's. The miraculous second act of his career in 2022 is now old news. And I think it's because of a stubbornness, a stick-to-itiveness, and a competitiveness if you have.
And first carry here for Ashton Genty. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know he'll never shy away from embracing contact on a play right up the gut. Come on. You know getting that toss in the open field is so much more fun. And on that play, well, certainly more exciting for all of us to watch too.
Here we go.
They'll toss it. Genty. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Tackled by Jack Campbell.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Smith to the air now. Short pass brought in. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Extra man in the secondary for the Lions on his 3rd down. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That's complete. Here's Thornton. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
He's got Bowers working the sideline. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8. Hey, we go.
Smith yet again. Brought in by his back here. It's Genty. And they won't manage a ton. This gets to about the 26. Terrion Arnold in on the stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Throwing on 3rd, Smith. That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. Through 1 quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Raiders in possession. They'll have a chance to take the lead here as they line up for the field goal. Carlson's kick is good. And all the way into the 2nd quarter, our opening drive ends in 3.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and get it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Jacob Sailors now to return it. He stopped on the run back of the 27.
their own
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Off play action, Goff. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
It's a gain of
2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
Like 20.
From the gun, Goff. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
For Jahmyr Gibbs.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Goff has it knocked out. And the Raiders get to it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Well, you can just see the QB scanning, can't you? He's moving, he's looking downfield, but everything covered up on the back end. That 2nd and 3rd level defenders did their job, and what did it do? Well, free that pass rush up to strip the ball away from the QB.
2nd drive coming up for the Las Vegas offense. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. On 1st down, Genty. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down. They only get a yard that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning.
2nd and 9.
Not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Stick around. Some more from Ford Field on its way. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Straight ahead with Genty. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and saying these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers. They show you right there. And they can be powerful blockers. They can make a huge difference in a run game.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Here's Genty. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders grow their lead just before halftime. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders make it a 10-point ball game.
10, Lions nothing. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Sailors now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Lions take over.
Well, this upcoming week, Brock, a big one for all of us here in the Madden community. It is the John Madden Thanksgiving Celebration Week. Chance for all of us to celebrate our namesake, the impact he's had on the sport we love across an incredible week. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Brings up 2nd
Things already
and
looking a good bit
17.
tougher here. It is
At the
2nd and 17 after the
17-yard
sack. On the draw, this is Gibbs. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
You know those elite zone defenses in basketball, Kate, it just feels like they're everywhere, clogging up every passing lane. This quarterback, well, he felt the same thing when he dropped back, nowhere to go but for a sack.
Rolling left, buying some time. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Continuing to move past the 45. And this return's going to leave him with time for definitely 2, maybe even 3 plays before halftime. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. First and 10 now from the 46. From the gun, Smith. He's going deep. That is incomplete. With 13 seconds left. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Almost a very quick drive, but the drop kick gives him new life. This is second down. Back to the air, it's Smith. This is that's Bowers working downfield. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
And the Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Coming to the line, this is first and 10.
Here we go.
From the red zone now. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be hit. And out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
So entering the locker room, I guess we could have just kept both teams out here. We're moving past halftime and getting right to the start of the second half.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Sailors now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Out come the Lions. They've got the first series of the second half. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. And down he goes. Raiders got him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
At the 15-yard line.
Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold it right at the line of scrimmage. So third down now.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
180.
They send a man in motion. Goff now, third and long. Throw left side, and St. Brown has it. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. The Raiders and running back Ashton Genty headed back out there. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory. Give him around 6. That's going to make it second and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a third down on this possession, or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down around the 34.
Dante Thornton Jr. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Raiders' ball, a chance at a win if they can hang on to this lead. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
Hey, here we go.
Shotgun snap to Smith. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. That's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Now the Lions call it timeout, their first. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go.
Looking inside the red zone. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes. Incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Smith. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
3rd down and 10.
3rd and long for him here. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Raiders can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
They're going to try for 2. Smith getting his Raiders set.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points.
I've heard great receiver coaches say, watch your fingers wrap around the ball. It was pretty clear he should have had that one, and he didn't get the job done. And 2 points, well, they're left on the table.
Sailors now on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The offense headed out now for Detroit. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be at sky high right now.
And after all that, he still can't get rid of it. They get there and drop him. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A 9-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And this defense bringing the hammer down, driving him backwards to the 9. Wouldn't be a comfortable spot to punt it. Can they avoid that by converting here on 3rd?
Brings up 3rd down.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. Little bit of help with the penalty, but still quite a daunting 3rd down for him here. They motion the tight end over.
120.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
To Brock Wright. A gain of 7. It's 4th
We've reached the
down.
2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions down by 16. Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And again, they drop the interception. This time it's a good thing, though. Much better field position without it, thanks to the turnover on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
This is Genty. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, we go, Simone! Check us out!
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Catch is made, but he is out of the back of the end zone. Could not get his feet down, partner. This one's going to end up incomplete. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that 1st down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they've made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
Carlson's kick is good. And that one was hit great. It sails on through without incident.
We got ourselves a 3-score game now after that make. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
Sailors now on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, gone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. Now, the defense did half the work for them on that previous play, Brock, so just 5 yards to go now on 2nd following the flag. They go play action with Goff. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. 3rd down coming up.
Incomplete. Eric Stokes on the coverage.
Goff. Screen here for Gibbs. That's a 1st and even more past the 40. He's all the way up to the 41. Upping the pace here as the clock continues to run.
And the Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41.
1st down throw from Goff. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Offense up to the line fast.
Brings up 2nd and 18.
Shotgun snap here to Goff.
34-yard line.
Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line. 3rd down, and they need to get 10.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 10.
We go tonight!
Now air it out on 3rd. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know got to execute or convert on these third downs.
And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their third.
That's good for a Lions first down.
Throwing again, it's Goff. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Offense to the line fast.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Again, Goff.
At the Raiders' 38-yard line.
Did not like what he was seeing, Bronson. He's just going to hurl this one away. No connection on the last play, and out third down.
Brings up third and 5.
They're going to throw again. Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense in a hurry up here.
A 6-yard loss. It's fourth down.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on fourth down. Trying to push deep downfield. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Incomplete.
Hey, I get it. It's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10. First play is going to be a give to Genty. He has room past the 25. And that is a touchdown. The Raiders put up even more points in a win. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
So it's a road win for the Raiders in this one. And a lot to be happy with on both sides of the football as they come away with a total team victory in this one. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders winners, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.